The start was at the Estoril Autodrome, scene 6 months earlier of the titanic struggle in which Niki Lauda won the Formula One World Championship. First away came Ari Vatanen, ahead 4 days and 47 punishing special stages. Traditionally, the rally commences with a day of rallying around Sintra on paved roads. As ever, the crowds are huge and fearless, but Stig Blomqvist soon shatters a piece as he flings the car around the tight lanes. The controlled spectacle of Mickey Biassion in the sole Lancia entry. The senior Lancia drivers are away testing the new four-wheel drive Delta. Biassion will rise to the task of representing the Turin firm. But on the opening stages, it was this man, Walter Röhrl, who led the event that he had won in 1980. Local favourite Joachim Moutinho provided some variety with his Renault R5 Turbo. The second Peugeot, Timo Salonen. Timo was content to be in the top 5 on the first day. His challenge would come later. Biassion was in superb form, and as expected, he ended the opening tarmac loop in the lead. But just 58 seconds behind was Walter Röhrl. The German wanted this rally badly. An uncustomary third place for Ari Vatanen, more used to leading rallies these days, while teammate Timo Salonen was warming up in 4th place. The troubled Blomqvist was 5th, and the rest were in a different rally. Could Biassion hold the lead?
The marker is near to me, and the next two special stages are very fast, and the Audi is advantageous.
Day 2, a change of scenery and a change of surface as the rally headed north, and Biassion's prediction comes true. He quickly lost the lead to Walter Röhrl, whose fire-spitting 500 horsepower Audi was very much on song. And the crowd risked life and limb for a good view of the spectacular action. He may have dropped a second, but Biassion, the former European champion, was driving on 10/10 and using every inch of the road and a little bit more. A brush with a solid bank had damaged the bodywork, but he pressed on. Vatanen was chasing Biassion for the second place, but disaster was around the corner. Following a puncture, Vatanen drove 8 kilometres on a flat, but finally the rear suspension collapsed and Vatanen had to retire before the end of the Arcos stage. So, moving up into 3rd spot was the other Peugeot, Salonen. He now had the team's winning streak to defend. Could he rise to the occasion? Stig Blomqvist was now 4th, but had experienced a notebook full of problems, particularly with the Audi's turbocharging system. Day 3 in the Cabrera stage. Röhrl knew that Salonen was now setting the fastest times. Biassion was holding on to 2nd place, but it couldn't last. The man on the charge, Timo Salonen, now with all of Peugeot's facilities behind him, and they would be needed. Suddenly, there was high drama.
We broke the steering rack. We are going very slowly, but now we got small problem here.
When did it break?
In that section.
That last stage?
No, in that section.
In the road section?
Yes.
Are they going to be able to fix it?
Yes, we have service van coming that we can get the new one.
But the service van had been delayed in traffic. Now every second of spanner work would count.
Seppo, are they in time, do you think?
I don't know how long it takes to repair this.
The well-organised PTS mechanics have a new steering rack to replace the broken one, but can they fit it in time? Adding to the high drama, the Peugeot flying mechanics arrived to assist. The seconds are ticking away, and if Timo doesn't make it to the next time control within his limit, he will be out of the rally. Impatiently, he sounds the horn. The car is repaired, but will they stay inside that time schedule? man in command was Rawl, with almost 6 minutes lead over Salonen, if the Finn indeed was still in the event. Walter didn't know. Second on the road, Biassion, peppering the crowd with stones. Stig Blomqvist was in an angry mood after more turbo problems. But here he did have 500 horsepower on hand and he set the fastest time on the stage. But he was still in 4th place. Yes, Timo Salonen was still in the rally and still in 2nd place. Could he close up on Walter Röhrl? Peugeot's flying eye was hovering, but the Audi team also had airborne support. As the 3rd day ended, Salonen still trailed by 6 minutes. But what would a new day bring? The end of stage 43, Arganil, and Rawl pulls into service. Barry Hinchliffe thought it would be just a routine interview with the leader.
Walter, how was the loop that time? How was...
Quite interesting, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I last 8.5 minutes. It was quite interesting for me.
What happened then?
Gearbox broken in Arganil.
No.
Yeah.
What's this mean for your position then?
Third now, I think.
So, Timo, you must be very pleased now.
Yeah, I don't know, you know, because we're leading by Walter's problem. It's, of course, I'm not so happy if we're leading by driving, then it's different.
It's still 100 kilometers of stages, very rough. I mean, everything happened. When Walter left, we were sure he was going to win. Now we think it's Timo who is in the lead, so he's favorite, but let's wait.
With the going still rough, Salonen was taking no risks. He intended to hold on to that inherited lead and Peugeot's luck. After the drive of his career to date, young Biassion was destined for 2nd place in the 2-wheel drive Lancia. The agony continued for Rawl, now hampered by a couple of punctures. It had been a cruel sting in the tail, which had seen him slip from near certain victory to 3rd place. Blomqvist was expected next, but his Audi was late. This is the 6th place escort of top local finisher Jose Miguel. He had overtaken Stig, but Blomqvist was still going, and he was to finish a frustrated 4th, the world champion unable to show his true potential. The car told the story of what had been a rally of rough and tumble. Back finally to the finish at the Autodrome at Estoril. For Timo Salonen, it was only his 3rd World Championship victory and his 1st in Europe. For Peugeot, however, it was 6 wins out of 6, although this time it was a very lucky one. Nevertheless, the glow of victory gave co-driver Seppo Harjunen and Timo Salonen a victory feeling.